Welcome to your daily focus for December the 25th, 2020. My name is Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly. Thank you. Thank you truly for all of the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. I send it right back to you. So many people are wishing me a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, holiday season. Absolutely. Right back at you. Whatever the celebration is for you. I wish you nothing but joy and happiness throughout this holiday season. So, yes, Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Okay, we have the 25 today. The 25 says success can be yours, but it will take hard work. It will take perseverance. The 25 energy asks us to visualize what we want to have happen in our lives, but then keep it very front of mind. So today is about raising our energy, feeling the happiness, feeling the enjoyment, feeling the celebration. So if you find yourself alone, please go in search of either on television or YouTube or somewhere in the internet of a celebration that you can participate in by viewing it. To raise your energy, to raise your light, to raise your vibration, so that the things that you want most in your life to show up in your life does actually appear and become reality for you going forward. If we do the numerology of the day, it is a 14. The 14 is about bringing in true balance, understanding the secret recipe meant just for you in your life. What brings you peace of mind, an inner balance, a contentment, a confidence. It's also about having more by having less. So, where in your life have you, do you have food in your cupboards that aren't, it's going to waste, it's not being eaten, or your closets, out in the room now because you don't have any more space in your closet or your drawers, or do they just need a clearing out? Or what about the basement and the attic? Put it in the basement, put it in the attic. That's the favorite hideaway spot, and then all of a sudden you can't get the doors open. So it's understanding what we truly want as well. And not add in what everybody else says that you should have. But truly what you want going forward. Your goals, your dreams, your desires. We have the sun in... Is that Capricorn now? Yes, it is. My goodness. Did I get that wrong on Thursday? I think I did. My apologies. Oh my goodness. I've just been going nonstop. We go on a severe lockdown as of tomorrow, and so for the last week, it's been pure insanity, especially at work and whatnot, with people, getting ready, gearing up for this lockdown. So I brought everybody out to prepare for everybody going away. So the sun is in Capricorn. So we are feeling strong. We are determined. We can persevere. What beautiful energy to have. Complementing the numerology. It's like the goat climbing up the mountain. It's, we're getting up the mountain. It doesn't matter how or how long it takes us or what route we have to take. We will get up the mountain. We'll make the plan. We'll have the strategy. And we'll act upon it. Moon is in Taurus. So it's more of a... Take it back a step. Stop and smell the roses. And we can find so much happiness and peace just sitting in the favorite part of our own environment, our own home, or surrounded by people that we do love. And I think Mercury is talking to Uranus. So that means change and excitement. So following your intuition, vitally important. See what the cards have to say for this beautiful day. We have the King of Cups. So are we ready to go forward? This is a true Capricorn kind of energy too, isn't it? I always kind of see the King of Cups as, dear old dad, the stereotypical dad that asks you, are you all right? Do you have money? Do you have a savings account? Who are you hanging out with? Do they treat you well? Where are you working? Are you happy there? And so dear old dad always reminds us that we need the plan. Otherwise we go on autopilot and then whatever can happen. So it's staying grounded. It's making sure that we are okay financially, or we're working on a plan to get that way. That we do feel loved and appreciated within our friends and family. That we are working our dream job. So this is really asking us to look forward to what we truly want in our lives, what we want to surround us, what we want to work towards. The Two of Pentacles is back again. It's about weighing out the options. It's about thinking it through. If you have some time, journal it. Write a letter to yourself. 2 situations of the next 5 years, but write it as almost past tense, like you're giving a recap of the last 5 years of your life and going in different directions. And which one do you like better at the end? Which one built you up? Which one, was doable once you wrote it out? Oh, the Ten of Swords. Now, the Ten of Swords, everybody goes, oh no, not the Ten of Swords. That's like the Three of Swords coming out, isn't it? But with this deck, and it's one of the reasons I do like this deck, is we don't have this big pool of blood. Somebody, I think, on Patreon once said to me that, their deck, it looked like a crime scene, like there should be little cones around it. I that sticks with me now, because it's so true. So many of the decks, they portrayed this card in a very unhealthy manner. Now, since those swords definitely aren't in us, otherwise we would have the pool of blood, they are behind us, and the swords represents our challenges that we've been through, our observations that we've made, our perceptions of things, and how we've molded into a new way of thinking, a new way of doing, a new way of being, a new way of becoming. That we've met our challenges, we've met our hurdles, we've climbed certain mountains, and we've learned from those paths. And yeah, we could be feeling pretty beat up over it. But the sun is starting to crack through the clouds. Maybe you sense the light, the heat, the warmth from the sun breaking through those clouds. And you start to push yourself up. You start to stand a little taller. You start to brush yourself off of the past. Because a new day is dawning. And had you not walked that path, you wouldn't be ready for the moment that awaits you. So celebrate where you're at today. Okay, let's get a mantra. I think I mentioned that Capricorn, the sun moved into Capricorn on the Monday. Because was it Capricorn and Mercury? The sun and Mercury both going into Capricorn at the same time at 0 degrees at the same time. Jupiter and Saturn met at 0 degrees of Aquarius. I do. I proved I'm human. Okay. What have we got? Letting go. Learn to let go. So it is a little bit about dusting ourselves off, leaving the past in the past, isn't it? Let go. Stop holding on to things. Allow yourself to have both hands wide open. You know, and my kids, raising my kids, I was a single mom, 3 kids, 2 with autism. And so just keeping them, when I was shopping, you had to go grocery shopping. You had to do the things you had to do. You had to take the kids along. And so a couple of things that I did. One, to this day, I don't have a purse because it was too hard to control the purse and 3 sets of hands. And then I kind of got smart as the days wore on, the weeks and the months and the learning experiences that my kids gave me, that I would make a game out of shopping that they had to find me. See, they couldn't run off anymore because they were too busy trying to find me, and I knew where they were. Don't worry, but they didn't know that I knew. They didn't know that I was just, So it was a game when we went in. That was the only way. My youngest, he was Houdini. There one minute, gone the next. I had more places closed down because he, the doors were locked, and because he disappeared on me. So, he taught me a lot of things. Letting go. So at a point, I had to let go of their hands. I had to, these children are going to be adults one day, and they have to learn. So it was, they had to stick with me, so they had to find me in order to stick with me, and that was the rule. With autism, you can make rules as long as you never ever break it once. Otherwise, you can throw the rule away. Life is constantly changing. Nothing ever stays the same. People come and go. Some exit quietly without you realizing it, and some go with a loud bang. In the constant flow and changes of life, we get stuck with unhealthy habits, unhealthy relationships, unrewarding jobs, unrealized dreams. You may have created an unhealthy attachment or bond to something or someone that no longer serves you in a positive way. You have the courage to acknowledge the situation and know that change will happen. It also brings with it newfound freedom and spiritual growth. Mantra: I am ready to free myself from situations that no longer serve me. I'm ready to free myself. I'm ready to cut the cords. I'm ready to let go. I'm ready to move past. I'm ready to go forward. I'm ready to start that new adventure. I'm ready to step into the new me, my new path. The dogs are very confused by my schedule today, so I'm sorry for the lateness of this video, but unfortunately it's all time would allow me was at the very end of my day to come here and celebrate tomorrow with you. Look at this, eye on the prize. And so we go back to the 25 energy again, don't we? We go back to keeping it front of mind. What is the goal, the dream, the desire that you wish to bring into your life? And to keep it front of mind. And yes, the vulture will tell us it will take practice, it will take perseverance, it will take work, because it's not the easiest thing to do, because we're not trained at birth to do such things. We're trained at birth to see where we err, where we fail, where we're wrong, where we may not fit in if we do a certain thing or say a certain thing or become a certain thing in the world. Hogwash, all of it. If you have a calling in your heart for it, it was meant for you. And it's waiting for you still. You haven't missed the boat. You're not out of time. In fact, this is the most fertile energy and fertile time for you to start to tap into your dreams and your desires and keep them front of mind and watch the successes and the miracles and the revelations happen in your life. Release goals and vision. In order to land your dream life, you need to make a conscious effort to visualize it happening. However, keeping your eye on the prize takes practice. It's all about getting rid of misconceptions about yourself, giving up emotional baggage, and putting a new belief system into place. Vulture tells you you've waited long enough to gain the life you want. And haven't you? You've waited long enough to live the life that you want. You have spent time wasted looking at what everybody else has, spent too much time wishing instead of doing, and now it's time for you to create short-term goals along with long-term goals. Get those pieces of paper out. Write the different ways that you can look back in 5 years and see how your life progressed. What will you put on each of those papers? Watch what comes to you as a result of that, especially in this kind of energy. That is a very strong tool to use right now. Give yourself a Christmas present and do that for yourself today. Make yourself accountable by writing down your goals. It helps to keep the vision of what you want in clear sight. Pick up projects from the past and make an effort to finish them. Completion opens the doors to new projects instead of cluttering the path. These projects can be as little as rearranging your cabinets, cleaning the garage, sparkling up your resume and getting it out. Spend some time reflecting on the past and bring about conclusions. Think of it as the time the farmers harvest their crops and prepare the land for next season. You too have to prepare your mind, your body, and your soul. And really that is the power of Uranus. And Uranus is active today. So tap into your mind, body, soul for the same. Visualize what you want to have happen, and then keep your eye on the prize. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.